Arsenal. Arsenal mwakomyewo.
Omupiira ogwo nakugamba we were fined $400.
You can imagine.
By the immigration for staying in Uganda
illegally. Chairman wa LDC UDCL, yes. UEDCL, yes. Bamugobye, and the MD has been put on forced leave.
Yeah.
Otegeza kibirigo wechire.
Yes, omukubi wa pini.
Wananga wala bagaroyo guys.
We just talk ku people like being against whites.
Yeah. Racism.
It's against the black. Mudugavu muno. Mr. Chagulanyi is back. I don't know if he's back or why he's
he's planning to come back.
No, I think he already talked about it. We have to congratulate some other person.
Yes.
Honorable Luzi. Yeah, you know. Welcome back to another episode here on Just Saying Podcast. My name is Timothy.
And my name is Martin.
Yes, this is our third episode and we are so happy.
We are appreciative. We are grateful for the love and support you've showed us so far. And I will encourage you still. Comment, subscribe, like, share with a friend, and let's make a brilliant and vibrant community where we come, just say everything, but nothing serious.
Yes, and for those who stream from other podcast channels, you'll find us there.
Yes, I don't know which one is the most popular podcast or podcasting platform in Uganda. It could be what, Apple, Spotify?
Yeah, I would say Apple, Spotify.
Yeah. But even on is it Cloud what? I've forgotten. What is its name? But anyway, whichever place you are getting, be it Google Podcasts, there is
the YouTube. Yes.
YouTube is our main video content platform. So be sure to check us out on TikTok. We on TikTok. Still, the name is Just Saying. Just Saying. Ndoza mubiwulira mubiwulira because
don't forget to leave a subscription, a like, a follow, mut supporting naffe tubeere nga tuddamu amaanyi.
Ate nja kuddamu njogere kali akantu one
nagakutte
mweffe
femmwe. All right, ndowoza it's kiba making a sense okubanga tutandika ne Arsenal. Arsenal mwakomyewo. Omupiira ogwo nakugamba. Predictions are wrong.
By the way, you surprised me.
Yes.
As Arsenal, more surprising. We were wrong. I think I said 2-1 in favor of Atletico.
But I mentioned a draw somewhere. But still the predictions were off.
It was a good surprise for me. So wasn't I would say Arsenal mukyariko.
Yes,
because of that, yes. It was a good one. And also as per the match, I think you should have won.
That's right.
You should have won.
There is a penalty but denying and that was unfortunate.
But yali penalty ntuufu 10-10.
Yes, yali so kubanga ogenda through X, a lot of people are still commenting about that match.
Oba you're crying about spilled milk. Omanya ebintu byabaluza.
No, dayo wadiyo I'll send the channel. Elaga those penalty batawadde mu
yes. Nafe olumu bitutuukako oyinza okusanga oli yali muwagizi wa United. Ref. Ngagamba waaye bano bwe banaawangula tubayitawa. Ante mutukubira nyokerere.
Kati awo in that sense ne losing the chance to
the chance to win. But for me what I believe is if you are going to win, no matter what, you have to win.
Exactly.
We are fighting. You win cleanly. It's like that. Know your walk. They should know. Yeah, this guy is beat me.
This close to winning the match. Yeah.
Do you think you would be winning the second leg?
I would say second leg Twins winning. Kubanga Atletico Madrid na.
Oba munaitira ku penalties.
Twins ogenga mu draw nga twabadde tuva mu draw ezo Twins ogenda mu penalty.
And do you think you would win if you got on penalties?
So
and your keeper?
Our keeper is very good.
She's a
Raya.
good.
We got Raya.
He's a good shot stopper.
Yes. So,
we hope that nze ng'omwagizi wa United sikiwagira nti muyitemu, because I feel like never muwangula ebikopo ebirala zonga temuna Champions League. Man, we still have a say if you don't have Champions League.
Yep.
But if you get the Champions League, man, everything will be
nabadde ndaba
tetulina kye tubagamba.
Nali ndaba aba Arsenal fan team. But actually they left I think yesterday. But badde babuuza ebibuuzo these different celebrities oba abantu abadde nabo mu mupiira nga bababuuza like what would it mean if Arsenal wins.
Wow.
And that was like I saw people answering that question with this grace. But if we won the Champions League,
yes,
that would really change many things.
Exactly. Because I saw Henry even also talking about it. Though for him, he was like, I don't want to be excited about all these things.
Yeah.
Now, Gambo, of course, the biggest thing would be EPL because Arsenal very close and sure. Champions League is still not predictable and whatnot, and you want to be, carried away with the excitement and what.
Yes.
And today, is it today? Arsenal Fulham?
Yeah, at Fulham. And what are your predictions?
Arsenal Fulham. You've not been convincing me well these days in terms of score, but I'll give you a 2-1.
2-1.
2-1. Yes, Ngamuangu debut. But the other thing is Fulham or more is not easy. So, but I will give you a 2-1 lead. Which will actually add pressure onto Manchester because now you'll be going 6 points ahead as much as they have the 2 games in hand. This is the other thing I was telling you. If you play your games and you win, you are no longer in these things of we pray Manchester loses or what. Yeah. So I will give you 2-1. So what do you think?
My prediction will be that I will take you back to that point. All the teams that's going to tackle at this point, they know that they are handling Stars.
Yes.
We are so close to the cup, so they will put the pressure on us. So we expect pressure.
They are also trying to finish. Yeah.
But I would give myself. Us as Arsenal fans, Arsenal again that provide with I think that would be like a 3-1.
3-1.
A 3-1.
Wow.
Yes,
that would be also a record because your last games you've won. You've won 1-0. The previous one was how many goals?
The with Atletico.
No, Atletico was a draw.
Yes.
So on average, you've been scoring 1. I think the 2-1. Best you have done 2-1. Yeah. You've not done 3.
Yes, we've not done 3. But
so it will be a good one.
I believe that Tufunyemu that time to breathe. Coach Mr. Ateta tuziza wansi natulaganti we need this. I believe in my players.
And for me, I think winning starts with the head.
Yes.
You have to have the right mindset. Leave alone whether you've played a funny game but you win. The most important thing is the 3 points now. The thing of ukabadeka pira but olina points.
Yes.
That is the main thing. So we can't wait to see that action and
we're not wishing a luck.
If you need luck, then you are not meant to be champions. You see why? If you need luck, if you need your enemy to wish you luck, my friend, you're badly off.
Sometimes what we target that prayer from our enemies. But if they could that note of Arsenal, I want to rest in peace, Okello.
R.I.P. There are people who even were doing what is it called? Death shower for Okello. Abalala bakoze ekirala. What way taddeyo like as if a chivulo. So this is funny, But this is Uganda. This is where Uganda becomes Uganda. Like we laugh about even the saddest thing. Because you can imagine a death shower. You can imagine a concert. I think there will be songs coming soon. I saw a mineral water bottle with the Okello. Is it Okello Death Okello or something?
Yeah, it was something like.
But it had Okello. Like Okello.
Okello's death or something. Okello. Yes,
I think Okello. So you can imagine how Ugandans we are crazy. I don't know, what have you seen about this whole Okello's saga and situation that has made you has made you laugh as much as it is sad.
It's sad story.
And what do you talk about Okello being unapologetic? Because they asked him if he has something to say, and he said no. And they tried to explain, maybe for him to understand, we are trying to say you could have something to show remorse.
Now, to talk about that point, it takes us back to the humanity. Tuya Gantina, the judge,
yes,
like, you know, Okello abakuva na gamba bananga, I'm so sorry for what happened. Try to lava life,
maybe life in prison,
but to lava Okello tadi ali unapologetic.
He was unapologetic.
He's quiet and even is a judge.
Yeah.
Now, to make matters worse, see this judge Okello Komgatina, don't you have to apologize to
don't
Uganda?
Even want to apologize, not even to the parents, rather Uganda, because I mean, don't you want even to say sorry to the nation?
Who kills young kids?
Yeah.
So
it was really sad.
So happy. Yeah. I'm going to predict Okello's next move.
Which one?
In 15 days now. He's remaining like 13 days.
Yes.
I think that boy will go there.
I highly doubt, but even if he goes there, there is nothing much. Because why I'm predicting that it will go down still, even if he was to appeal, is this, that beyond doubt the court has proved. Also, it has been like a public case.
Yes.
This reminds me of like John Depp and Amber Heard. Like the public was so interested. There are videos. He called the police. The knife that was used to kill, they found his DNA. They proved that he was sane, meaning the cacodio of maybe my wires are off or what, it will not work. He wanted to say he's not Ugandan. They found that he even had a national ID with
which was actually registered
registered year. Yes. So which means he's a Ugandan citizen. Unless his people in the US come out.
They cannot come out.
By the way, why do you think the US has been quiet? Not even to talk about it.
It's a sad story. Who kills 5?
There were 4.
4 kids.
4 infants.
Who does that?
You go in preschool. That's these are young. These are babies.
I tell you, the way he killed them,
and you kill them with a knife.
The motive was so high.
You know, even somebody killing with a knife, because that is so crude. Like killing with a knife. Just imagine. Shooting is a bit. Somebody you cut or you stab and you go to the next one and
you go to the next
another one and then third, fourth.
That was sad. What you did, Okello.
It wasn't right.
Rest in peace. I think he's one of the people.
Actually, people felt the sentence was not good enough, because you know, the judge said you're sentenced to suffer death, but it wasn't clear. Suffer death by what? People wanted to know: is it death in prison, death like by maybe electrocution, by an injection, by firing squad? Is it Kalaba by hanging or what?
No.
People are wondering, because they even felt like maybe the court was lenient. Do you think the court was lenient?
No. Because I believe that Wanga Nabiwa prisons, I think the head of prisons, came out and spoke about the case. Nagamatina, they have not had that case where Vagenda Kutomo.
Yes.
But in a long time.
Yeah, I think the last time it was in 1989.
Something like that.
And it had to do with politics. You know, the other people who were in the other government who killed the civilians during the war, and then they had to put them up for, you know, to be hung. But also Uganda has not been so much about, you know, killing, you know, death by hanging and stuff like that. You are likely to die in prison as opposed to hanging you, because now even that sentence of hanging is also looked at as very brutal. And
I didn't know. Kubana prisons, we talked about the budget that comes from the government. There is that servicing fee. I don't know which thing. Again, they service it every year. Wow. So then now I go back to, there is somebody who was like the guy in Luzira who is in
charge of killing people.
Yes.
Like you're sentenced to death by, let's say, electrocution or hanging or what. He must be one of the idle employees we have in prisons because you can imagine from 1989 up to now. Yeah, but I think what do we learn from this?
First of all, the child ruling him to die, to suffer death.
Yeah.
I wouldn't comment on that.
Yeah.
Because we have like two parties to look at.
Yeah.
The parents.
Yeah.
Now the judging, the system,
Yeah.
But what we learn from this, twetaga security.
Yes.
Because schools, or one bit, it's a developing school.
Yeah.
Or it's a highly developed school.
Yeah.
Twetaga security, everyone. And this security should be provided by the government free of charge. Because amasomero gana agasinga tegana this kind of security because they cannot afford.
Yeah.
Ojja kulaba okuleeta omujaasi w'emmundu oba omusirikale w'emmundu bajja kusaba mitwalo 6 plus.
But I think for the pre-care schools, they really should have a small budget for a security guard. Because, first of all, the parents who can afford, daycare, preschool, know that these are people who have paid. You'll find they are paying this baby about 2 million plus, 3 million.
But I saw the
1.
school.
5.
I didn't think that was a kind of a developed school.
You'll be shocked at how much, because still, let's say, because all you need is how many students. Just put it in your plan, because what I know is in schools, when it comes to school business, the salaries, the eating, the what, lighting, everything is catered for in the tuition.
Yes,
you get.
That's right.
So add it that there should be a security personnel. Now, the security guard we are talking about is not our local where you bring somebody to sit at the gate as a security
because I believe
person. Because probably that one was there. Most schools have that person, the one who will watch at night, a torch with an arrow or a spear, But in such an incidence, I think we need, I don't know whether we have the capacity from police. We might also be asking for too much. And but definitely there needs to be a coordination between private and public. The private as the schools, the individuals, and the public, which is the police and all that. But also I think community policing and awareness, us working with the police working with us, because we need to know, or the police needs to know they need us. But the unfortunate thing also, we need to know we need the police. Yeah, there's because no doubt about it.
I believe we're in this era where people fear the police.
Yes. But it is also because of the way they behave.
Yes.
Now, talking about the forces, today we woke up to news of a URA commissioner. Mbu. That's what we've seen on Twitter. Video circulating. We are just saying. But you see, how do you trust the forces when they publicly brutalize civilians? Now, the commissioner, there was a bit of a chase. Then the lady packs. This guy comes out and slaps him. And I think from the Twitter, I see it is it Godson Mwesije? And then he instructs his escort, came out with a gun. Even with a torch on the gun, meaning, because I saw even it was JAT, which is, I think, Joint Anti-Terrorism Task Force. I don't know even whether those people should be given out as escorts or what, but you never know. And then you see he comes out putting the guy on, with, on gunpoint, and then the other one comes, the woman even came out with hands raised, then they slap her. I think that was uncalled for, since she had already surrendered. You can restrain her,
yes,
if you want to imprison her, whatever it is. So I think sometimes the force these guys use is not called for. Of course, there are cases where we are also, big-headed, but still, because what we learned from Okello, even when we knew he had killed some, the kids,
yes,
they handled him well. We didn't see Okello being beaten by the police. We didn't see him being, kicked or what. So if such a criminal, because now we can call him a criminal because he has been sentenced and found guilty, is handled like that, I mean, if there is a traffic offense, if there is anything we've done, you can be handled still with dignity.
Let's talk about Okello still, how they handled the whole situation. I believe it was very fair.
Yeah.
Kubanga never tumwadde the death ruling.
Yes.
It is satisfying. You're like, you've been given all your rights. You're not complaining at anything.
Yeah.
Tukuwadde soda, tukuwadde amazzi, tukuwadde entebe ezenyu. So there is nothing.
Because I mean,
and I saw the lawyer's speech, Bambi. It was so, it's very hard to represent such a person.
Yeah, but anyways, I believe the lawyers are prepared for that.
And the people were laughing at, they're like, and Ugandans, you have to understand that when someone commits such an offense, the government has to give you lawyers.
They have a right. Every person under the law. By the way, even in prison, they have rights. There are rights that might be limited, but they still have fundamental human rights.
Yes.
Because they are human beings. They are still citizens. Even when you commit a crime, it doesn't mean now you are no longer Ugandan.
Yes.
So you still have the rights as a Ugandan.
So they will forever be protected.
Yes.
Forever being protected by the government.
Yeah.
Over to the which side, over the side of criminal, over we are protected.
Yeah.
So I want to get away from Okello's murder.
Yeah.
Rest in peace,
do you
Okello.
think this guy, if it is true, this URA commission, I think it is sad that Uganda, people even commit offenses and never get ina. I think it is time where you commit an offense publicly like that, they force you to resign. The least you should resign.
I'm not sure if he's going to go away with it.
That's the saddest
part. Socials.
Now, anyway, we are just saying, but nzendoza mukurabo kwangu, such a person, at the least they should resign. Or there should be a fine they pay. If they don't resign, let them pay sort of a fine. If the other lady also was in wrong, the law should apprehend them. But mob justice showing too much force is uncalled for.
All right, guys, you leave something in our comments.
What do you think?
And tell us what you think.
What do you think?
Now, moving away from that story, there is a story of the illegal immigrants.
Yes.
The immigrants, they were fined $400.
You can imagine.
By the immigration for staying in Uganda
illegally.
Now, $400 ndabanga sententi. For how long they have stayed.
Ndaba antini, but olumu zande banyingi. Now you imagine like these people they said they had brought, literally trafficked.
Yes.
And you are forced to pay $400. Probably have to call home to be helped. And some of these people, by the way, are poor. Some of these people are poor.
But basing on
$400 is not.
I'm going to put that video there. Basing on what I saw, these guys were not. I would not go on their side.
Yeah, of course I'm not on their side.
Yeah, they were cursing the media people. They were showing all abusive sign language.
Of course, these people are uncultured. Some of them.
And batulaze mwanyize nnyo bassebo.
Kasita babazizaayo baba deportings nabalabe nga bayingira kibaase, each will be going back to their own home country. I think also about the $400, it might have to do with the law of immigration, that maybe if they find you when you have gone overstayed, maybe it will be $400. Also it might be $400 might have been maybe the minimum. I don't know. You might find that they charge you according to the step, but the minimum will be maybe $400, or they just gave them a flat penalty, $400 each, which is some good money to our coffers. 400 times 265. How much is that?
That's a lot.
A lot, but where will it go? Will it fill Kampala potholes? I don't think. Nga tukyali awo. Waliwo amawulire amalala, and this one is confirmed. Chairman wa UDCL, yes. UEDCL, yes. Bamugobye, and the MD has been put on forced leave.
Yeah, That's who is the MD.
Because of the loss that that has they have already registered ever since Umeme left. But also I think it is evident that these guys were failing. Too much of load shedding, too much. I've seen in the report saying there was too much overloading on some substations and stuff. So the first of all, we are losing money as a country, while we are even not satisfied with the service because power is on and off.
Still the consumption is not satisfying because I find myself buying like electricity of like 50,000 a month. Negagwako before
exactly
the first 2 weeks.
So what is really going on? But also, is the firing of the chairman and the MD going to solve this, or is it actually structure? Because I saw Andrew Mwenda talked about this some time back when he was, I think, on UBC, the headline show.
Yes.
And he was saying, first of all, after knowing that Umeme was making about, was it 1.3 trillion? And these government people know that money is there. Vultures shall surround you. So we have where institutions, and by the way, this is not the only one. When you even look at URA being taken back to the ministry and others, for me, I think it is already a problem because these are institutions that were trying to perform better. They were more efficient compared to what they are doing now. Today, a simple road will take us even more than a year, very many months, just restoring a bridge or a road section, which would have been done very fast under URA.
Now, there's a guy going on TikTok, Wamita Chibirike.
Yes.
Chibirike, where I think about somewhere around there, again, I'm town, the YMCA. I don't know, I'm forgetting the place.
Yeah.
Yellow pothole, and then he went on this social. And reported it. Yes. Omukubi wa pini.
Wananga wala bagaroyo guy. Chibirige wande ba katusubira toli chibba bakazi kubanga. Omukwano goraga bakasitoma wana maddala.
Apart from that,
olaba muwala nga yena yekabya nga muwahaga nogamba banange.
We took enough reasons why families are breaking in 2026. You are one of the reasons.
Kubanga ifu okufumula amatu oba enyindo oba kijja with that customer care.
Kyala ono omulaba nga
lwaki n'agwa mu kibirige n'amuwa kafumito n'akola ogambe this is customer care. Probably we should study Kibirige's business acumen. Maybe ngaba na Uganda our businesses might do better because the customers appreciate.
Yeah, because I believe that it's a highly female-dominated business.
Yeah.
Kujaka basajja batekamu pini.
Which are very few in Uganda.
So Chibirige, you
are doing well. You're doing well. Nayenga. We hope.
Because the government reacted.
I think it goes to show that sometimes, if we also did our part as citizens, the government would act. I remember I used to talk to Water, Ghana National Water and Storage Corporation. You are passing by, there is a pipe that has burst, and then you call them or you send a picture. On Twitter, on X, they are very vigilant and responsive. You take a picture and share. If you can't even give them the details or the location and everything, they will come and fix it. However, if you delay, if nobody talks about it, the water will run for some time. And somebody told me that this water that runs, actually we pay for it. They divide it in the area.
Oh wow.
So you might think kastasimita yange.
Oh wow.
Kubiriyo agamaza agagenze nga tetugogeddeko.
Abalina big ebizimbe
genda kulaba nga gagira.
Tetuwedde.
Yes. So I think it is a good thing being a responsible citizen.
Yeah,
I think also there is even this guy, Mr. Government.
Yeah, Mr.
That guy has done a lot in terms of talking about Kampala, the buildings, and you see even the public responding. some of these owners of the buildings, you'll see them trying to repaint them or doing something about it, or KCCA coming to work on it. And I think that's a good thing. There's a time when he was saying some people were threatening him. I think, and I pray that he's protected and he's safe, because he's a young man.
And it's just saying.
And he's just saying.
But muteka kwenda podcast.
Ochitegera, by the way. Muchiraba mutyanga tuchaza Mr. Government. Atubulire enkola ye y'emirimu n'engeri gy'abirabamu.
Bagala ensi ya. And I believe nti kino ekyokukyusa ndowooza the UDCL management, top management, kijja kuleetawo some bit of change. However much
we hope so.
I'm really happy for those guys when bakubira they respond.
Yeah.
And they work on things.
Nze ndowooza mu kukyusa management, they should also allow the systems to work.
Yes.
Because now, if I was to go by Andrew Mwenda's saying or way of saying things, that you might even be doing your job, but these people who are like the vultures, they are the ones fading you. And sometimes some of these people are connected. They are threatening you.
Yeah,
you know.
They
so I think
system down.
If you are saying this person is in charge, let them be in charge. And like the minister came out, because the minister is on with the oversight, to say mutukoledde losses genda. I think that is a right thing.
Yes, that was a very right thing.
Every department of government, you are not performing, be sacked. You see, like even the losses we had to compromise with when it was, Uganda Airlines.
Yes.
Uganda Airlines were being run down. Sack the guy, bring the one. And I think when they are signing these contracts, there should be some performance clauses. If you don't meet this,
the KPIs.
Genda. Say that kubanga in sacking sometimes we also lose money. You are going to pay to compensate these guys. To be any KPIs is entufu. Because so
to moving us, so I believe that wajja some bit of change.
If we have shrewd leaders, the ED. Last time Jennifer Musi akora netumwevuma. But I think we need a bit of toughness for things to operate. The ED Kampala egende chuka. And by the way, kudos to the guys who share Kampala content, streets, what. I think it is high time to tell Okello ku Rwanda this, Rwanda that. But people in Rwanda share their city. Rwanda is small, but they will share their city, the good parts, so that they attract the tourists and bring in the money. You'll find many Ugandans want to go to Rwanda.
Very right.
We should have many people coming to Uganda to tour. Bring in the money, not just to come and taze kunonya mulimo. N'abanonya milimo bali welcome.
Yeah,
tuagale nsi yaffe. Because mulaba xenophobia.
That was my next point. Tukyali mwano mu Uganda.
Yes.
What's happening in South Africa? It's very sad.
Yeah.
We just talk ku people like being against whites.
Yeah. Racism.
It's against the black. Muddugavu munno.
Naye olumu waliwo bwengamba ani yatuloga nga abaddugavu abaana ba Africa, because like you see, when we leave our small countries, they look at us as blacks,
yes,
Africans. We are the same,
and actually we are getting used to that.
You get
fine.
We are the same people,
but okudda mu nsi yo. I
saw unfortunate footage on social media where the South Africans were pulling out students from kindergarten, primary schools, that because they are not South Africans, they should go with their parents back to their countries. There are people even who are beaten. Unfortunately, when these things are happening, like I said, we are all blacks. There is a South African who was beaten in this whole scuffle. Yeah. Yet he was a South African, but by the time, like, he couldn't talk. By the time, like, they were to know, he had already been beaten. That's the funny thing with justice.
They actually came out, we are not against our fellow brothers and sisters.
I think that is just a crisis of...
but what's really happening?
It is lack of shame.
What's really happening?
And I saw even one of the ministers, a lady saying, the media don't label us like that. No, the media is not labeling you like that.
You guys are labeling
It's what we see. It's what you're saying. You cannot say, Mudeye wamwe. you point at us or other fellow blacks saying go back. You beat them. You take their businesses, you steal from them, and then you say you are not against your African brothers and sisters. You are. Because don't we have South Africans in our countries?
We have them, many of them.
Yes. The point of people should go there legally is okay. But again, mob justice is not law. If you think he is in your country illegally, borrow from Uganda. Report them to the authorities, let them be deported. But if you beat them, if you steal their business or anything, you are a criminal.
And this is a registered case.
Yes, no, but they claim, the other ones who say we have nothing against our brothers and sisters, they claim like they're against the illegal immigrants, that they should come in the country legally. If you are saying they should come in the country legally, you should put them out of your country legally, not with force, not with sticks, beating, confiscating their property, destroying. What have these kids done to you? And what are they learning at that tender age? Because these are the same people. You are the same people who you'd tell us apartheid. Africa came together when it was a time of apartheid. You know? Championing for your rights to be liberated. The same Africans who put their lives on the lines, the countries that stood with you are the same countries you're pushing out, saying, our country, our what? And you think, I saw, is it Malema? And I liked his speech because he was like, you people, we are all Africans. And you who think that by chasing away these Africans, our brothers and sisters, you'll get these opportunities. It's a lie. If you are not educated to be a doctor,
you will not.
You chase away a doctor, you will not get that job as a doctor.
A businessman.
Yes.
I know the list to go and be okay. The businessman by now qualifications.
Yes, but you see, even you've chased me as a business person. Does that give you the capital to start?
No, I take my capital.
Does that give you the business acumen to run a business? No.
What if Baden in South Africa now I'm taking.
And by the way, most of these people, when they reach there, who do they employ?
Them.
For those who make businesses.
Locals. Because
we know most people don't carry all their African brothers and sisters from you. If I'm Ugandan, that I will carry all Ugandans to go and work for me.
And we need the integration, the language.
Yes. So but we're even saying the Africa Unite, and then we are seeing.
That was so sad.
That is so low. So it's uncalled for. So
we hope that the government, the South African government, comes out and at least and
they should be vocal about it. They should be vocal about it. Even our their embassies in our countries, they need to come out and make statements. Because I think there would be becoming like this the same people. Because the unfortunate thing, mukulwanyisa ekibi watu oli serious. Oyinza okumaliza nga naawe ofuuse nga kyoba nga okyefaananyiriza. So we are not going to be like you, but we shall call you to take responsibility for your actions. Your embassies of South Africa, unawe ziri mu Africa, zivezogere. The international community, they should talk about it.
The South African people in Uganda, we are so happy with them, we work with them.
Yeah, but they also treat us bad. When it comes to South Africa, I might become a bit passionate, but just saying, Uganda batuyisabubi.
Why is that?
And of course it might have to do with the weight of our passport, but for me, I'll go back to the point of being an African, because South Africa, yes, is a developed country, but it is not the country that all the Africans we want to run to and never go back to our countries. So temwe wanika nnyo. Yes, you are a developed country, but you are still Africa, And for me, I think on the continent of Africa, Africans, we should have the choice, the right, the chance to move freely without feeling restrained or being segregated or discriminated or something. Because you see, you limit this Ugandan from going or coming, and then many other outside countries, outside Africa, meanwhile, they will come without even visas. They will get it on arrival.
Yes.
And they get it as they please. You get? And then you say we are independent? Really? Our mind is independent? It is the most expensive. Africa is the most expensive continent to travel. Why is that? Tujasigala twesiba ku bazungu. But we all know the truth. Tetweyagala naffe.
So, and that's taking us behind. So, tubanga musaza okugumira ebyo ogenda ngebwelu ne bakugamba oli muddukavu.
Yes.
Tovaayo kuyomba. Let's not go and
exactly.
No. Because we're already doing it here.
Yeah.
To our fellow brothers and sisters.
Anyway, what do you think, or what do you have to say about the xenophobia? For us, we shall call it xenophobia. As much as the South Africans are saying we shouldn't call it, but that's what it is. What do you have to say about that? Africans killing Africans in South Africa, chasing them, telling them to go back to their country. And how is it different from the killing the Boers and whatnot, the thing of the apartheid and chasing the white, you know? So how is it different?
You leave something in the comment section. And let's interact on this matter. Now, the other issue, Mr. Kyagulanyi is back. I don't know if he's back or why he's
planning to come back.
No, I think he already talked about it. Now letting his people to know that they are coming back.
But I think it serves him and the party right that he's back. The truth is, the momentum is felt on the ground, not when you're far. And there is, I think, a saying in English that out of touch. Is it out of touch, out of mind? When you stay far away from the people you are trying to influence, they will forget you.
We lose touch.
They will lose touch. And somebody will also come up and replace you. Because somebody has to feel the virtue
of the void. After a major fail to take over the country.
Yeah. Because today I think I was seeing on TikTok, some people saying, I think, is it the struggle is starting to lose the gas?
I think we don't see people talking.
Because you see, sagala nyo genda political, but if you are saying, for example, when we are going to elections, we are told Kanonye, Kakume, Kabanje. Let's say buli omu yakola kyasobola. Then we have people who are in prison, and up to now they are still there. And you see, we are not seeing not even a bit of talks addressing such. Besigye is in prison. I think is it Waiso is in prison, and others. Those are the ones we bit know. Then they have the name, but the political prisoners and whatnot, who will speak for them? And then when you leave the country for long, and I think they are not seeing much that you're doing. You get? People will start feeling that, so for me, I think him being here serves him right. Ebyo byo tebulamu politics. Tebulamu. Lwakuba nobody can prove. Nze nsaba batulaba oba batuwuliriza nti tubuulire kiki kyolowooza ekyakyagulanyi okomawo ewaka. Olowooza struggle gikubira ewaka kikola nnyo sensi oba ogikubira ebweru? And or both are needed.
Yes.
What do you have to say? Would want to hear your take on that.
Yes. No.
But also for the government, is it better that Kyagulanyi is in the country?
Because he made a statement. Nagamba when he comes back, I just Okello Kampala.
Of course, literally abera Kampala. Yandisokeddewa.
So I think that's what he meant. Bakuba wekijja. No wagamba nenda sokera Kampala na tugamba tina nenda kubera Kampala when tuka but now kijja kuleta these things of people going to the airport, escorting him and everything.
Of course.
Which was call out the police and the forces to come and
of course. I really hope that damage and casualties are not there. Damages for the property, casualty to human life, and because those are precious. I hope human dignity is respected. Whether you want to restrain him or not, we pray that there is no collateral damage. The other thing is, for me, I'm somebody who has this school of thought that singa bamuleka nakola kyayagala, or this whole whatever wouldn't be there. Unless you sent they are likely to do something, illegal, strange or what. Because I think they have shown us that if you don't necessarily use a lot of force, actually people don't get much excited to do the wrong thing.
Okay.
So I think also now the forces should try to exercise that. Plus, even on Okello and Navarada, these people still have the rights. Then Echilaranzendo was him coming back, Chiamba government, Rachi. When he goes abroad, he can actually show the narrative of Ntarimu exile. And then it will come on to the government as if
that's one of the
persecution,
why he left,
what not. Yeah, but I think agenda sort of flopped.
Yeah. Ate kwanga niwe agenda eri natandika okwogera ku Museveni, stuff like that. Now the president omanyi clip generally they are comparing Bobi Wine, Mr. Kyagulanyi and his Besigye. And they're like, these are all like by opposition. And Besigye has the sense to respect His Excellency. Now, ndaba engeri Mr. Bobi Wine javayo nagamba ati na Museveni talina kyali, is not even a general.
Yeah.
And I believe that one thing, if you want to be a good leader, you have to understand and acknowledge the greatness of your opponent.
Yeah. Actually, I think Besigye
yachogerako and it's still like, I would think never mutuzawo nachogerako. We'll forever talk about it nagamba ati nera His Excellency is big.
I think Munyagwa yachogerako, Munyaga naye atera kubyogerako bwatyo. I think it is very risky for you to downplay the strength of your opponent.
Okay.
Because then you stand a chance of being surprised, being ambushed, flying in blind. Because warone kilipo awo Besigye nga yogera ku Museveni nagamba Museveni is a strategist. He's a long-term planner and thinker and what. Talowooza kyaleero.
Sure.
Now, these are good qualities of a leader. He's patient. You've heard those things people nga babyogerako. Nti ali patient. Nti awuliriza. And womuwa chance okwogera nawe one-on-one. He's like to convince you. Kyova n'abamu bamutya okutuula naye. Ajja kukuba kalimi. And all those are good leaders. Also, I think bw'ogamba Museveni talina kyali, you'd actually now bolinga avuma bana Uganda, because if he has been able to rule, I would want to call it like rule or leaders, okay, for over 40 years. That's not a mistake. In our history says we have one who led us even for, I think, a week, a month, 2 weeks. We have like 3 presidents who ruled for, I think, 1 month, then 1 or 2 weeks, then I think 3 months.
I think
and stuff
it was
like
1
that.
week.
Yeah. And these were actually, some of these were actually army people, soldiers. So what does that show? Idi Amin ruled for 7-8 years. Obote came and nagenda nakomao, but nobody has been able to rule or lead for 40 years. That comes to show nti
he's a smart guy.
Omwagala tomwagala naye alina ebyo ebimuleetedde okusigala mu buyinza. Even holding the government, whether together or with self-tape, but for 40 years, si kyangu.
It takes a smart man to do that.
Ate ekibiina ky'olaba kyeyongera kuli ebirala. That is also, it comes to show you nti, because in politics, whether they are buying you or they are not, it is still politics, you know. Kubanga nawe abalala oba obagula oba bakonvinsinga kiri ku ggwe. So I think kyoyogeddeko, downplaying the guy's strength is actually dangerous to him and his movement.
It's a wrong move.
You'd rather acknowledge, ne bw'otakyogerako naye kyacknowledging omanye nti ono guy.
We're up against someone who's...
Because then you know you're up against this.
You know the weight of
womuyita kadayidai nga tali kadayidai gwalugwamu. So I think ekyo tunokitereeza oba alina okitereezaamu principle so that ekintu kitambule. Also I think it should be good, it's out of etiquette that you respond to, you see, like an elder, how wetubaita sebo nyabo ani notamuyita linnya ne mu etiquettes ojja kusanga nti president onomuyita his excellence oba kale muyita kyomuyita naye tosagamba nti just Museveni.
Anyway, kuba kyemulabyeko agezezako mu ekitiibwa kyagamba General Museveni.
Ekya General Museveni kyo it's okay but of course kiri muri omuntu akukubira mu magezi wanga bwe nkuyita General Museveni
nogamba tesirije
nkujjeeko biri byonna toli president. I don't see you as a president, which I also really want to say okay, it's okay because that's the way he wants. Yandiba tamulabanga president material. Naye ekyo muyita general is not necessarily out of respect. It is one of the titles he can use so that we don't say amuyisa Museveni. Because there are people abamuyita mwami Museveni. Tasobola kyegana because whether you are a president you're still Mr. Museveni. Yeah, but I think when we involve being civil in our political fight and stuff, I don't know whether we are there yet as a nation, because I feel like those who are civil tend not to become popular. They like is it General Muntu? He's so civil. Yeah. Everybody says he's good, but nobody wants to vote for him.
And that's very sad. But there is a
school of thought. But
we just fear to acknowledge.
There is a school of thought in politics bagamba the leaders are a representation of the people they lead. It's not a mistake that Museveni atufuga.
It's not.
Kubanga many people, whether akarotugamba nti akabbo batakabba, still bamulonda for the right or wrong reasons. You get tunuleba MP baffe betulonda and the reasons why we vote. Okimanyi tubeera ne MP nga mulungi ne bagamba afuze nnyo naye aveeyo tufuweeko omulala naye alye. Wulira omulala naye alye. Let's also vote others to go and eat.
Omugenzi Kato yajja for Lwada yatusaba bwati yagamba ne mundeke ndieko
and he was voted.
Tumuwaka
he was voted. Speaking of such MPs, we also have Bashir, Azira Bashir of NUP. Naye ajabwato, he was a popular journalist, political journalist. Najjan asaba karune bakamuwa
Kadia NUP
na asirikana kati
nakola bintu.
Why I'm actually talking about it is I don't know whether it was wise for him or not, but ndoza iya kibala nagamba bwe ntukayo ku musala gwe bampa ne allowances can saving and I invest njivemu acheche yakola kubanga this time te yakomao. I think was yesterday.
He opened up.
He opens up Cocoland farm. Whatever. Yeah, politics n'abanga akivuddeko kata ali ku business and agriculture. But what was my highlight was yayambadde obuzindaalo wano badenga amapesa.
Bade ba influencers mukisusa namwe. Get one microphone mwegabire audio naye omusajja mwamutaddeko obuzika
bulinga amapesa
chechecho
nalagambe tuli kuchi atenga ena vimba ngamenyeka. So I think but anyway, congratulations to that on launching your business. You've been talking about it for long. He's into coffee farming. Abada agaba endokwa, I think that's the right word in Uganda. The seedlings, coffee seedlings, and he's about empowering his people. And for the seedlings, he was actually giving nationwide, not necessarily from his constituency.
Oh, wow.
Which I think is a good thing, because sometimes you might find that not all the people in your constituency want to grow coffee, but you can touch a life elsewhere. So kudos to that. And I hope your business shall be successful. Politics aside,
amen.
We are just saying.
Now, we have to congratulate some other person.
Yes.
Honorable Luzi.
Yes. Naye Luzi atutwala street. Walabye erinnya lya baby. baby bamwita this is oba akopa Katonda. Omanyi Katonda ye yagamba nga Musa amubuuza we bambuuza ani antumye mbagambe yani nabagamba bagambe yenze I am. Katuluzi ye nagamba ono this is mu Luganda kibeera kyekyo yono I think yono. So Katonda is yenze
something like church, you know?
This is. And since it is a person then abeera yono. So God is yenze mwana wa Ruzi yono. Otutwala speed but congratulations.
I did so private.
Yes.
We didn't see Torosara pregnant.
I think you didn't pay attention. There is a reason why Torosara was putting on those vitete everyone, but I think it is also a good thing because olumu online in-laws tukisusa tandika nnyo ebitatukwatako and what not, especially when you're in the public domain. Somebody might start saying yenga alabika bubi nga ali lubuto yenga tataddeko size. You know, we always give unsolicited feedback and whatever. So I think it was good, but congratulations to
the man that is my
Tall Sara. Katuchamwita muto, is she still young? Kubanga abana tebazaala.
Kubanga echa Sara kyetumumanyi Sara awuliriza. Sara afumba. Sara amanyi
afumbe kyenche ate nga chocha. Chocha.
Password yagiwa Luzi.
Agaba password.
Sara tabuuza Luzi gyali.
Luzi olumu agamba talina lunwa.
Talina
lumwa.
Ate by the way, Luzi now agende okusomesa.
Yes.
He really Manyi represents his wife. Abagaba naye women ndya muberenga Torosara. So Torosara afumba, Torosara mukozi, Torosara akola kino. And this is something that we should copy.
Yes.
I
think we have to be proud of our wives. Tekikujjako okubeera omusajja, you know, being proud of your wife. Actually, nze ndimukiriza, so I will quote the Bible. Bible egamba nti omukyala, a virtuous woman, deserves to be praised, and his husband shall praise her in the gates. And in the gates is like abasajja wetwe kunganira eyo. Your gates could be mu kirabo, it could be ku kanisa, it could be mu community or whatever, it could be here online. Nomugamba, hey, my whatever is tall, is beautiful. So anyway, whatever it is, mungamu conversation if kwanga ulimu abasajja twogera.
Atwabatalina batolo tugabe
short. Very proud of your shorty.
Kati kulutumiddako.
Nalabako kamimu nga bagamba omuwala ngari short. Mwana ngari short yo bachita ati mini. Nkera bit. Nenga like avera mini, like they were equating them to the, you know, the Coca-Cola mini and whatnot.
Yeah, mini kwa.
Tovera ka mini. Nenga wanang. Nainga byebyo. I think we need to call it a day. It's been wonderful. I hope mubure jona jemuri bwobore na topic joyagala tuogereko. So I will just tell them comment section anything to react. But you can also come, you can add a voice Jolly. Remember to posting some of our clips on TikTok. Go there, like, comment, and let's grow this community together. And still need to get a podcast channels on that. You're not your media podcast. Now, I'm enjoying our audios. Tina your audio book there. Yes. Sure. Mumotokayo. Some of you guys abavuga ML. Traffic. Abavuga Sianta. Abavuga. Nekuboda by the abana kuboda babera no radio bwawe nabuteeko konakola chandi. Most of our guys kati balina smartphone. Zubeda ina Sienta. Nama jita Siarova. Aba Siarova. What was your Benzi? Doesn't sound right. Doesn't sound right. But Abasiarova, Tubatumide, at you can tune in. You know what it is. Aba singer, but in as Android screens, Momotoka. So you can watch, you can listen, and let's engage. Yeah, that has been our time. I remain Timothy. And I remain Martin. All right, peace out. Cheers.